Want to upgrade your store-bought frosting like a pro? Stay tuned for 3 pro frosting hacks. Welcome, bakers. Whether you're new to decorating or looking for a way to save time while still getting professional results, you're in the right place. Today, we'll dive into some amazing frosting hacks, including how to turn canned frosting into royal icing, making store-bought frosting perfect for piping, and how to soften that cold buttercream frosting to make your decorating life easier. Stick around for all the tips you'll need to create frosting for those most beautiful cookies, cakes, and cupcakes. Let's get started. Our first tip, how to turn canned frosting into royal icing. Who doesn't love quick and easy decorating solutions? If you're craving that smooth, shiny look for your cookies but don't want to deal with the hassle of traditional royal icing, this simple hack is for you. First off, why use canned frosting? Canned frosting is a cheap alternative and easy fix for at-home bakers. For one, it is affordable and easy to use. You don't need to be a professional to use it. Just open the can and you're ready to go. It has longer shelf life. Canned frosting can last much longer than homemade frosting, so it's great for those spontaneous baking sessions. And there is no extra prep. There's no need to make frosting from scratch, making it perfect for quick cookie decorating when you're short on time. However, it is not the professional level icing that professional bakers use. So in order to turn canned frosting into royal icing, here is everything you'll need. Canned frosting, any flavor of your choice. Microwave safe bowl, squeeze bottle, piping bag with a tip, and toothpick to smooth and refine your design. Let's walk through this simple process, step by step. This will be so easy, you'll want to make these cookies every week. Step 1. Heat and transfer. First, scoop half a can of frosting into a microwave-safe bowl. This will be the perfect amount for a batch of cookies. Now microwave it on high for 15 to 20 seconds. Be sure to check it after every 5 seconds to avoid overheating. The frosting should melt just enough to pour, but not get too runny. Once melted, pour the frosting into a squeeze bottle. This will give you the precision you need for decorating. Step 2. Outline the cookie. Grab a piping bag and use a thin tip to outline your cookie. Start around the edges and work your way around to create a border. This helps prevent the icing from running over the edges. Don't worry if the outline isn't perfect. This is just the first step. Step 3. Fill and smooth. Now take your squeeze bottle and fill in the inside of the border with your newly transformed icing. You can use a toothpick to smooth out the icing for a flawless finish. The toothpick is key for spreading the icing evenly and making sure there are no air bubbles. Tips and tricks for perfect royal icing. Start with white frosting. If you're working with a color theme, start with plain white frosting and add food coloring as needed. This gives you a lot of flexibility for different designs. Piping a border. This isn't just decorative, it keeps your design contained and prevents the icing from flowing over the edges. Reheat, if necessary. If your frosting begins to thicken while decorating, just pop it back in the microwave for a few seconds and give it a stir. Storage. Once your cookies are decorated, store them in an airtight container to keep them fresh for up to 4 days. How to make store-bought frosting, pipeable. Store-bought frosting is super convenient, but sometimes it needs a little help to be ready for piping. If your frosting is too thick or hard to work with, here are a few simple tricks to make it perfect for all your decorating needs. How to thicken frosting for piping. Add powdered sugar. If your frosting is too runny and you need it to hold its shape, try adding 1/4 cup of powdered sugar for every can of frosting. Use a mixer to blend it in until it reaches a smooth, pipeable consistency. If it's still too thin, add a little more sugar until you're happy with the thickness. Add cream cheese. Want to give your frosting a slightly tangy taste and extra thickness? Combine an 8-ounce block of cream cheese with your frosting. Add a teaspoon of vanilla extract to balance the flavor, and if it's too soft, add a little powdered sugar to thicken it. Piping bag tips. Using a piping bag is a great way to create beautiful designs, but filling it can sometimes be a challenge. Here are a few pro tips. Easy filling. Place the piping bag in a tall glass to hold it open while you fill it with frosting. This keeps the bag steady and makes filling a lot easier. Don't overfill. Fill your piping bag about 2/3 to 3/4 full to avoid air bubbles and to give yourself room to work with. Seal the bag. Use a chip clip or bag tie to close the bag while you're piping. This prevents air from getting in and keeps the frosting fresh. More canned frosting hacks. To thin it. If your frosting is too thick for glazing or drizzling, add a tablespoon of milk, cream, or water at a time. Stir until you reach a glaze-like consistency. To make it fluffier, for a lighter, less sweet texture, mix equal parts canned frosting with whipped topping. This will fluff up the frosting and reduce the sweetness, giving you a softer texture perfect for topping cakes. How to soften refrigerated buttercream frosting. Buttercream frosting can be the best part of decorating, but if it's been in the fridge, it might be too stiff to spread. Here's how to soften it to the perfect consistency for spreading and piping. Quick methods to soften buttercream. Microwave. If you need to soften it in a hurry, microwave it on low power in 15-second intervals, stirring in between. Be careful not to let it melt. If you have a large batch, heat small portions separately and mix them back together. Add corn syrup. A few drops of clear corn syrup can help loosen stiff buttercream without altering the flavor. Mix it in thoroughly until the consistency is just right. Water bath. Place your buttercream in a metal bowl and set it over a pot of warm water, not boiling. Stir occasionally until the frosting softens gently. Slower methods for softening buttercream. Room temperature. If you have time, the best way to soften buttercream is to let it sit out at room temperature for 30 to 45 minutes. This allows the frosting to warm gradually without melting, making it perfect for spreading and piping. Whisking with a mixer. If your buttercream is a bit more solid, use a stand mixer with a whisk attachment to beat it back to a smooth, creamy consistency. Use your hands. For small amounts, place the frosting in a piping bag and warm it with your hands. Squeezing the bag will gently soften the frosting without melting it. Why softening buttercream is important. Cold buttercream can be way too firm to spread easily. It won't pipe well and can be a headache to work with. Softening it to the right consistency ensures that it's smooth, creamy, and easy to work with for all your decorating needs. However, if it gets too warm, it may separate or lose its shape when piped. The key is to soften it just enough for the perfect texture. Review of softening methods. Microwave, fast, but you need to watch it closely. Room temperature, the best method for gradual softening. Add corn syrup, great for loosening stiff frosting. Water bath, gently warms without risk of melting. Whisking, helps restore a smooth, creamy texture. Using your hands, ideal for small batches. Now you're equipped with all the frosting hacks you need. Whether you're turning canned frosting into royal icing, making store-bought frosting perfect for piping, or softening buttercream, you'll have your decorating game on point. Which of these tips are you most excited to try? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more baking hacks and tutorials. Happy decorating, and see you next time.